Hi everyone. We have already solved base time to buy and sell a stock 3. Now this is the time to solve base time to buy and sell stock 4. This is exactly the same way that we have solved the previous problem. Here we are given an integer array prices where price I is the price of a given stock on ith day and an integer k. Find the maximum profit you can achieve. You can complete at most k transaction, i.e., you may buy at most k times and sell at most k times. So, here, right, in the previous problem, it was given that you can sell or you may complete at most 2 transactions. Here it's k. So, only difference would be, right, here the transition state, right, it would be the same thing. From 0, we can rest, and from here we can buy, let's say, A1 go to B1 minus price plus price. We can hold it and it would be buy and it would be sell, and this total would be one transaction. Now we can do this for k times. So here, right, again it could be a to the power a2 and b2, and it can go till ak and bk, and that is the idea. And we can perform in b, we can rest, then again we can sell it, also we can purchase it. It would be buy, sell, and at last it would be sell, and here we are going to hold it or we can rest it. So in the earlier problem we had 4 state, right? So all the other things, right, the condition of buy, maximum state, and all these things are remaining the same. And here if you look at the time complexity, it would be big O of n k. So the k value is k transaction, but we know, right, in one transaction we can sell at most 1 times and buy at most 1 times. It would be k into 2 to be exact, and this would be the time complexity of it. And the other things, right, buy max in buy state, right, what would be the current state? X is the previous state value, and whenever we're selling it, so because we are going to make a profit after selling, so it would be x plus price, and whenever you buy a stock, it would be x minus price. That's the only, those things are going to remain same. So only thing, if you look into the previous problem and this problem, is that in the previous problem we had 2 transaction, here we have k transaction. So in earlier problem we have solved using 4 state, so a b c d, denoting the two denoting the 2 transaction, or we require 4th state. So here if we have k transaction, right, so we'd be requiring, so we can say state equal to, and I can say float minus infinity multiplied by k into 2. So that would be the idea, and this is going to create an array. So state, it will be creating an array of minus infinity till k into 2 infinity minus infinity. And as we know, right, the first state will be the price of the, so I can say state of 0 is going to be minus prices of 0, because here we are going to purchase the first stock. So that would be the idea. Now let us jump to the Python solution to understand how can we write this code and it would be a straightforward solution. Just if you go through it, it would be easier for us to do it. So the first thing that we need to do, right, we need to check if not prices, then we can return 0. Now I have to do all the states. So states, it is going to be, here I can say float minus infinity, initializing all these states as minus infinity, and it would be multiplied by k into 2 to get all the states. And we are going to initialize the state 0 with prices of 0. Let me print states. Let me run it. One spelling error. So I think one error in assignment. Let me run it back again. As you could see, now the states has been assigned. Now once we have done that, we can say for price in prices, and here for the state 0, so I can say states, it would be maximum state 0, so maximum of state 0 minus price. And now we can loop through. So for the first one, I can say for I in range 1 to k to the power k into 2, so there will be 2 states and the step would be 2. Once we have done that, I can say states of I equal to max of states of I and states of I minus 1, because this is a by function, right? So it would be price. And similarly we can do another for the second case where you are going to sell. So it would be state I minus 1 plus minus, because here we are buying it, so it will be minus price. And at last we can say return, and our value would be the last state, so states of minus 1. Let me run it. It is returning output 6, but the expected is 2. Let me check. Okay, I made one small error, right? Initializing it would be by minus price. So let me run the code back again. As you could see, the test case is passed. Let me submit the code. Here I'm getting one wrong error, which is returning null. The reason being is, right, we have 4 states and there is only one price, right? And we are getting output as null. So I can say if states -1 is greater than 0, else we can return 0. So this would be the one edge cases that we have to handle. And now let me run it back again. As you could see, the code got submitted successfully and it is pretty efficient. It is beating 88.70% of the solution. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one.